So hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn with Phoenix. Today I'll be explaining you the first problem of Round D Kickstart 2021. So the title of the question was arithmetic square. So I just want you people to be throughout the video. Don't skip any portion because this was a very straightforward question. If you are not able to solve it, that means either you have not read the question properly or during implementation you must have made some silly mistake. So let's begin. So in the question we were provided with 3 by 3 grid of integers. Now the speciality of this grid was instead of 9 integers we were provided with 8 integers, right? And from that 8 integers the middle one was missing. Like you can imagine it as a 3 by 3 matrix, okay? And you have all the elements except the middle one. So this was the case, and they have asked us that we have to fill in the missing elements such that we get the maximum number of arithmetic progressions. Now, the case with arithmetic progression was that we have to include all the rows, all the columns, and both the diagonals. So in all, we have 8 cases, 3 rows, 3 columns, and 2 diagonals. So what we have to do? We have to fill the missing element, and we have to check how many arithmetic progressions we get after filling that missing element, right? And number of checks we have to do is 8, 3 rows, 3 columns, and 2 diagonals. So I'll explain you how this particular sample case works, right? And after that we will head on to the solution and building how to solve this question. Now see, we have 8 integers and the middle one is missing. So 3, 4, 11, 10 and box 9, minus 1, 6, 7. Now if in this middle element I fill, if in between of 10 and 9 I fill 5, okay? So I get some arithmetic progression. These are 3, 5, 7. So this 3, 5, 7 will be the diagonal. 3, 5 and 7 will be the diagonal after filling missing element as 5. Okay. And rest are the similar cases. You just have to consider 8 cases. Which are these 8 cases? 3 rows, 3 columns and 2 diagonals. Okay. Now the most important question is, what are the possibilities of the middle element, right? So I myself submitted this question 2 times because in the first case I got TLE. The reason was I considered more than necessary elements. Okay, now on the screen you have 9 integers and this middle element is the one which you have to fill with the possible values. Now the question is, if you check for all possible values like the minimum of this grid to the maximum of this grid, so that will give you TLA because that's not an expected approach according to the given constrained inputs. Okay, now what are the possibilities of this middle element? There are only 4 possibilities. See, for this to be an AP, okay, this middle element has to be b plus y by 2. If you don't know why this is b plus y by 2, I would recommend you to go through the basics of arithmetic progression, because instead of this question, concepts of AP are more important for you right now. Okay, and for those of you know, let's move further. Then next is other possibilities are these 2 diagonals, right? These 2 diagonal like this, and this one. So the 4 possible integers are b plus y by 2, that is one integer, a plus z by 2, that is another, x plus c by 2, and d plus f by 2. These are the 4 possible values that can be placed in this middle element. And for these 4 elements you have to do 8 checks. 8 checks are 3 rows, 3 columns and 2 diagonals. Now let's move on to the solution. I hope you have got the idea. So first of all I have taken the input, the 8 integers, right? Then I have taken the minimum and maximum, which is of no use actually, that gives TLE, so you can just forget about this line, you don't need to focus on it. Now second is we have to check the 4 values. So for that 4 values I have put them in a vector, and for that 4 values, for each of the value I am doing the 8 checks. These 8 checks are just a simple property of AP, that the common difference remains same. That is, if A, B and C are in AP, then B minus A is equal to C minus B. So this is what I have done, and just get the maximum count of the AP for which one of the 4 values which you get. And so I hope you must have understood the solution. If you have not, so please go through the properties of AP and then try to solve this question, because this question was based on properties of AP only. So once again, thanks a lot for watching, and if you think that I might have helped you in solving this question, so do consider subscribing and liking the channel. So once again, thanks a lot for watching.